Hey friends, welcome back for our third episode this week of our Matcha Lunch and Learn. So on these days, I just make quick videos. These are pre-recorded. In future months, I hope to be able to go live each day during Lunch and Learn. But this is pre-recorded because as you're watching this, y'all, I'm in Paris. I'm in Paris, France. I can't even believe I'm saying that as it's getting like we're within a week of leaving for our trip. I'm trying to get all of these recorded before we go so that these can be posted ahead of time so that while I'm in Paris, you can still be learning all about matcha. Today, I am so excited to make with you one of our brand new matcha products. I'm going to be making our matcha fizzy matcha sour. Did I put it back in there? Yes, it is. The flavor that I have is candy peach. That's the one we're gonna make today, candy peach fizzy matcha sour. I've ordered the other two flavors, which are key lime and strawberry. Nobody else on the market is making anything like this. This is so amazing. If you're a soda drinker, this is a perfect like crossover for drinking that fizzy drink in the afternoon. But think about all the amazing benefits you're gonna be getting from this, from the matcha. Our topic today for Lunch and Learn is all about the antioxidant benefits that are in matcha. And since we learned about the history and how it's grown, if you didn't watch that video, you can go back and listen to what I talked about there. But one of the cool things about the way matcha is grown is that they shade it for the last 4 or so weeks of its growing period. So that causes the plant to go into this, oh my gosh, I can't find sunlight. I'm gonna have to start creating my own food source. And they go into like over photosynthesizing and creating their own nutrients. And one of those nutrients is L-theanine. Now we're gonna talk more about that tomorrow as we talk about the difference between how matcha can be an energizing effect, but it can also have a very calming effect. So the Buddhist monks, the Zen Buddhist monks that started drinking matcha all those years and centuries ago, realized what a great like focus it gave them during their meditation. It was calming and they were really able to focus in during that meditation. But we know that the caffeine in matcha is for real. It's not as high as coffee, but you may have heard me talk about the fact that you don't crash after matcha like you do with coffee or like I do with coffee. I'll just speak for myself. But today we're going to talk about the antioxidant benefits of matcha. So let's actually start. I have a cup of cold water here. Cold water straight out of the tap in my refrigerator. And all I'm going to do is tear this open. All it says is cold. Whisk, pack it in 1 cup of cold water and serve immediately. So remember, matcha doesn't dissolve. It's got to be suspended, and if you leave it sitting for too long, the matcha particles will fall out of suspension, and then you have to kind of stir it up to keep it going. So matcha is not going to dissolve in water, and this is going to be the same case. So we're going to open this packet up. It has a pretty small opening right there, but I'm going to put it straight into my cold water. Can you see the powder? It's very fine powder. You can see it kind of flying through the air a little bit. Make sure I'm getting all of that goodness out. I only got 5 of these little sticks of the candy peach fizzy matcha sour in our tasting kit when the catalog launched. So this is only my second one to have. I made one as soon as they came in. I think I am going to use our matcha whisk today because this has a flat bottom. So I'm going to go in and just start whisking. There's still a bunch on the surface, but it's starting to incorporate all of that. I may need to get out the electric whisk. You can see it's starting to get fizzy on the top. I just want all of that to be dissolved or suspended, excuse me. I'm gonna flip over. Let me get I'm just in the interest of time, let me get the electric whisk and go after it because I think that'll go so much faster. There we go. So you can see the fizz, you can see the foam building up right there. Look how fun. Oh, you guys, this is so awesome. So if you're a soda drinker and you want that kind of fizzy drink, Oh my gosh, this is so good. I love that peach flavor. I thought it was going to taste like peach, those peach gummy rings when it says candy peach. I was thinking like those peach rings, but it has more of like a true peach fruit flavor. Not, to me, it's not like that sour candy. It's so good. I can't wait to taste the key lime and the strawberry. Those are on order, but this is the fizzy matcha sour. That's a brand new item in our catalog. Okay, you guys, let's do our learn part of Lunch and Learn today. So I'm actually going to read a little bit of this. There's just a few lines that I want to make sure that I read correctly. But this is all about the antioxidant properties in matcha. So let's look at this. There are some chemicals that get overstimulated when those plants are shaded, and it causes them to go into overdrive when they're in photosynthesis. So there's a group of polyphenols, and I promise I'm going to keep the science as light as I can today, but they're called catechins, and they're in the family of antioxidants. And so remember, antioxidants are things that capture and kind of disable free radicals that are in your body. So free radicals are particles that we can get from exposure to lots of different things. We cannot keep ourselves from getting exposure to free radicals. They're everywhere. But we know that we get exposure to them from UV radiation, from smoking, chemical exposure. All of those can increase our free radical exposure. And free radicals are basically like, I think about like what's that game where you pull where it shoots off the ball? What's that called? It's like ricochets all around. Pinball. It's like a pinball in your cells. So those free radicals can do all kinds of damage. They can tear up your DNA. They can cause mutations to happen. They can hurt some of the other organelles that are in your cells. They're bad news, but we're exposed to them all the time. What antioxidants do is they grab those free radicals and they oxidize them so that they're no longer a harm to your cells. And that's a whole chemical process we don't have to talk about. But that's what antioxidants do. So there's this compound that's in green tea especially, and I'm going to read this. So a specific catechin polyphenol worth noting is epigallocatechin gallate. Oh, that's a mouthful. We're going to abbreviate that EGCG. EGCG. So you can actually look that up. Google EGCG and you'll be able to read the benefits of epigallocatechin gallate. So here's the thing. Matcha contains 140 times more of EGCG than other green tea. So that part of that is because of the shading factor and the plants are overstimulated and creating those chemicals. But the other piece of it is that when we drink matcha, just like this fizzy matcha sour, I'm actually consuming the powder, the whole pulverized tea leaf, instead of steeping it in water like we do with green tea. So you're getting like a double burst of that antioxidant EGCG that's that special chemical that you're getting from matcha. So believe it or not, these compounds, this EGCG and all of the catechins, have been shown to protect against cancer, ward off cardiovascular disease, reduce cholesterol and blood pressure, detoxify the blood, alkalize the body, and stabilize blood sugars. I'm a type 2 diabetic, and that really is cool for me to get to hear that. That's amazing. So there is actually a measurement scale you may have seen before that measures the amount of antioxidant in a food or in a product. It's called the ORAC, which stands for, I'm looking, ORAC, where did that go? Sorry, I thought I had it right here with me. There's a scale that measures, I don't think I have it listed right here. But if you look, I'm going to show you this graphic. Matcha has 1440, and I don't know, I guess that's grams of antioxidant, 1,440 grams. The next closest one down on the list is a goji berry, which has 253. So look at this graph, you guys. This is amazing to me. Can you see that? Look at this right here. This is matcha on that ORAC scale, which is all measuring antioxidants. And then here we have goji berries. Look how it drops off from matcha all the way down these foods. goji berries, dark chocolate, pecans, walnuts, pomegranate, wild blueberries, acai berries, and broccoli. All healthy things we know about, right? But the amount of antioxidants in matcha is like off the charts almost from some of these other fruits and nuts. So that's called here it is, oxygen radical absorbance capacity. That's what ORAC stands for, ORAC. And so being able to know the health benefits that I'm getting by drinking something delicious that I love in the afternoon, it's so good. And then it's so good for you. And Sipology has done it right. They're not adding all the extra sugars and artificial flavorings like some of the Starbucks drinks that you might have. Like we've said, Google the amount of sugar and calories in a Starbucks matcha latte, and then look at what you're gonna get from ours with 5 calories, and then plus whatever milk you use. So I use a cup of, yesterday we made, what did we make yesterday? We made a cold matcha latte. I may be getting my days mixed up because I've tried to record all of these videos before we leave for France. But in that cold matcha latte, I used a cup of almond milk, which was 30 calories, and the matcha is 35 calories total. So go look at the Starbucks matcha latte and see how many calories you're going to be up against. It's absolutely insane to think about how much sugar is in their matcha powder. The baristas don't tell you that they're adding sugar, but it's already mixed in with their matcha powder. It's included, that organic, I don't know if it's organic, but the cane sugar that's in there is already pre-mixed. And so you can't ask for it to not have sugar like we can by having, this is a sweet matcha, but I don't have one out in front of me that's a not sweet version. You can control that if you do this at your own home. So yay, we've done day 3 of our Lunch and Learn. Tomorrow is Thursday, and I'm gonna be talking, I'm looking at my list here, here's my calendar. I'm gonna be talking about the difference and the blend that we get in matcha of calm and energy. So we're gonna talk about that L-theanine that we mentioned at the beginning of today. And I'm gonna be showing you how I take my matcha first thing in the morning. I take a shot of matcha. It sounds crazy, but I love it. And I will tell you my new favorite flavor on my matcha shot. So come back tomorrow for Lunch and Learn. Bye everybody, have a great day.